Right. So, welcome to today's class. Today we are going to talking about a few examples on class diagram. So, yesterday has a glance for you. We have discussed about simple revision part for you. Yesterday we have talked about a class which consisting of three parts: the name of the class, attributes, operations. Followed by we have discussed how a class name will be with help of simple name or path names. Also, we talk about the attributes. Attributes can be defined directly with the name or with their class. Operations. Operations directly we can talk about the behavior. We can give the operations with their signature or directly we can give the name of the operation itself. And we have some sort of stereotypes like what purpose we are going to using that operation. To mention that we are going to using stereotypes. And also if you require, we can add responsibilities also. Okay. And coming to the relationship, we have in this class diagram, we can use all the four relationships like dependency, generalization, association, including one more is lefting is realization. So here we are only discussed about the three, that is dependency, which is dashed line with a towards directional. The arrow directional will be. So is a dependency arrow directional. So it is dashed directed line. Directed in the sense we have some arrow over there. And generalization symbol, it is notated with a solid line. It is going to be notated with solid line. At the end, it is representing with this triangle. And association is simply a solid. But when you are going to using dependency means when, as we discussed the examples in the dependency, this one here, window class is going to be depending on this event. Window class is depending on event. So anything is happen, there is any changes will be done at the window is overall depending on anything as depending in the changes in the window depends on from event. The meaning of here is window class is depends on event class. That's why towards this the directed direction is there. That is the dependable. That is here window class is depending on event because the directed the dashed directed line is towards event. So window is depending on this event class. Now, whatever any changes has done it at one place, it is only one way. Another example for dependencies, date of birth and age. If date of birth is changed, automatically age is changed. But when age is changed, date of birth will never change. Are you getting my point? Date of birth change automatically, that is DOB. When DOB change, date of birth, if it is changed, automatically age will be changed. But coming to the vice versa, that is possible. We change the when age is changed, but DOB never change because age only one time the day DOB will be date of birth, any one time birth, automatically the age is going to be increased. If you are in the age of 18 years now, it's not mean that again if you go for 19 years, the date of birth will be changed, never change, right? So, but when date of birth is changed, automatically age will change. For example, if somebody born on 1990, like January 1st, 1990, what is the age now? It's 20 years. If anybody have date of birth, that is changed to date of birth to 1991, January 1st, 1991. What is the age? 90. So when you change the date of birth, automatically age is changed. But if somebody said that last year, what is your age? Means 19. Now in this year, what is your age? 20. Last year, when the age is 19, what is your DB? DOB is January 1st, 1991. Now this year, when the age is 20, maybe in the next, this is next year, maybe 2021. The age is 20 means what is the date of birth? It's only the same, January 1st, 1991. It never change, right? So if one thing is changing, the other thing is also changing. But one another thing is changing. If it is not changed by in other way, vice versa, it is not changed. At that cases, we are going to use a dependency. So the change will occur at that place, it also occur at another place. But another place, if any change is done, it should not be reflected in another place. At that situation, not vice versa. At that situation, it is going to be using dependence. And similar way, generalization, already we discussed about the parent and child relationship, right? So types, when you have a number of types over there, we can use generalization. And coming to the association, when anything is changed over here, for example, if anything is changing here, it also has changed over here. If anything change again here, it also change over here. Vice versa also be allowed. Then we can use association. The best example, the parent child. When you're using for generalization, here the best example, dependable. Here going to be have association. It's also be dependable, but two-way dependable. Like we can call as mother and father. Both are dependable to in each other. Both are has to be there, right. So anything, any decisions from father has to acceptable by mother. Any decision from mother acceptable by father. Both way. At that situation, we can use this association. Association also is one type of again. It is what we call, it is a dependable only, but the both the way the changes will be done. But in the dependency, only one way direction. So that's why it is a arrow dashed directed line. It is solid line. So that's a difference over. Now with the help of these three dependencies, let me how talk about the examples. Concepts, by reading the concept easily you can understand what actually it is. But make sure that the how we are going to applying into that different diagrammatic representation, that is very important. And in also in association, we have four adornments like name, role, multiplicity, aggregation. Already we had discussed that when you want to give any name, what actually it will be. So name also we can specify, and also we can specify the direction. How this is the way we can example. The example we are talking about this, right? So here also we can give the name works for the name. Direction also we can mention. So name direction. And we can also use the role employee employee. Can also use multiplicity. Now, how to read this multiplicity over here? One or more persons. If you observe carefully here, if you observe carefully, one or more persons here. One or one or more persons are working in a one or working in many companies. Many in many companies, one or more people will be works. One to many indicates the how to read this one is one dot dot star means one to many. How to read this term is many. So one or more persons are working in more companies. In more companies, one or more persons are working too. Like this, we can read it. In that context, we need to specify that multiplicity and also the aggregation. Aggregation is a part of this. So for example, here when we make as a whole and part, this is a whole is here a company. Now coming to the part is the department. So in a company, in one company, many departments are there. Many departments are there in one company. So if company removes, the departments are alive, but the part is alive over here. For example, if any human being get any disease of having make have any heart attack, the damage of that is only the its total human being is making of any like seeking for anything, but other parts also be working together. Other parts also working together. Then if the company, if the man is seeking over there, the parts is working. So if company is not there, department also be there. In that situations we can use aggregation. And we have one more relationship, that is composition. If you fill this diamond, fill the diamond. If you fill this diamond, at this cases, fill this one. When you fill this, this is called as composition. The relationship is one more relationship is composition. when we are going to using composition is when department closes, automatically, sorry, when company closes, automatically the departments also close. At that situation, another example, if human being is not there, no more, then the parts also be no more. As a whole, the human being is no more, the parts also no more. At that situations, I'll explain with another example all this. So, what type of relationships we have studied? We have studied dependency, generalization, association, and composition, aggregation. Okay? So, with the help of a small case study, which is already there as a part of this, let me talk about this online ticket reservation for railways. So, this is already you have gone through this the study. If you read carefully, just read out yourself. Already the screen is showing here. Read carefully the problem statement how they are given. Computer plays an integral part of the day in today's life. It makes the entire job easier and faster. Every job is computerized, so as the ticket reservation, we can book over the online ticket reservation system. During the booking of the ticket reservation, passenger has to select origin. This is you have to select origin, date of journey, destination, class of train, any other information. So another, the reservation counter keeps tracks of passenger information. That the system will have all the details about the trains and facilitates provided by them. There are various trains with the different levels of convenience for the passenger. The whole database will be maintained by database administrator. There are varieties of trains where the passengers can select the train according to the convenience for their destination journey. The journey could be within the state of across the India. Each train has the three types of classes, that is sleeper class, first class, and AC compartment. So what we had to do, design the application for the above problem statement. So problem statement in the sense, all the diagrams, whatever we have, all the diagrams we are going to be need to draw for this. So this analysis is different from person to person. Like when I ask you for a few batches, they're explaining in their own perception. They're explaining their own perception. They are going to be explaining over here. This own perception. They are adding their own experiences over there. Really, those who have visited the IRCTC, they're also be having a different, right? So their own perception is their in own style. They can add some more fields, they can add more classes. But when you're drawing the class diagram, please make sure that it has to be those who have analyzed in the point of how the coding will be done, how my classes will be. You need to be draw the class diagram in a way such a way that exactly you are involving in the point of programming, the point of developing, in the point of implementation, how you are thinking. At that level of perception, you need to be think and we can draw the different class diagram. So before explaining this one, let me have look a small example over here. So this is a beautiful example where you can apply for school. Here, school is one class, student is another class, department is another class, course is another class, instructor is another class. We have different classes over here. But look it into the relationship. But anybody can identify easily the classes. But what are the parameters, attributes for that operations is up to you. How many attributes you like to be, how many operations is up to you. Now here, if you carefully observe, here how many relationships are there? Here we have association. Here we have the aggregation. Here composition. Again the association. Again the aggregation. And we are also having, this is a name association. This is a name direction association. And here multiplicity is there. Here also named association, direction, multiplicity, all this sort. If you go in detail, in a school, in one or more school, many students are. Many students are there in one or more schools. Like this, we can write it. One a school means one school having one or more departments. Like in our college, we have different departments. Here we can call school as a college for your understanding. One or more departments are there in school. Now again, one or more departments having one or more courses. So one or more courses are offering by one or more departments. Like for example, you have a Python program. That course is offered by different departments. You have another course like any other, like Java. It is offered by different department, not only IT, CSC, EC also offer. Students, more students here, multiplicity, multiple. More students attends more courses. More student. Each student will have multiple courses. One or more instructor will be there for multiple courses. For example, for teaching of Python programming, minimum 7 to 8 faculties are there. That is one or more instructors teaches more courses. Definitely more courses will be taught, right? One or more. If you see the instructor here, one or more, one or many instructors assigned to one or more departments. Now, one or more departments in the sense, like for example, the college principal department is mechanic. So SAR is acting as a professor in mechanical department as well as principal to the college. Dean. Dean is a professor in EC department, also acting as a dean for college. Like this, and PAT coordinate, placement officer. He is professor in CS department, also acting as a placement officer to the college. Like one or more instructors assign one or more departments. Different departments are working together. And also zero or one chairperson. Chairperson means one instructor, maybe zero or one instructor will be the head of the department. That is chairperson. For every department, only one head. So that one zero or maybe or may not. For PAT or for such type of department, there is no HODs or there is no chairpersons directly there. That's why zero or one, minimum zero, maximum one chairperson will be there for a department. That is instructor. That instructors are called as chairpersons or HODs. Okay. So like this total diagram is going to be represented. So this is how for a problem statement when they given you need to be draw in a such a way that it has to be focused in covers in different perception. I'm not saying that every batch will be having their own perception. How you are understanding and the rules and regulations while you're drawing the diagrams is must and should be followed. Whether in these two classes or whether this relationship is applicable or not. All such type of precautions you need to be understand and then you need to be connect that with the help of different relationships. Okay? If you see here, the student here, the student and aggregation symbol. Student aggregate means what? If schools are closed, if school is not there, students will be there as an alumni, right? So as an alumni also, students will be there. That's why it is going to using aggregation. If here, if the department, so say for example here, if the school is closed, there is no more department. That's why it is going to using as composition. This is a composition relationship, right? If here, if department close, instructor will be there. Because if this college or any other college, the departments are closed means it will move the instructor to the other departments. For example, in our department, in our college, biotechnology is there previously. Now it is not there. So the instructors are moved to the other department. When the department closes, instructors will be live. Instructors will be there. It will be moved for the other department. That's why you are going to using aggregation. So you need to be understand the context, you need to understand the concept, what we can be. So practically, you need to think, analyze. You are the designer, you are the developer. Think in that assumption. Then start drawing this diagram. That definitely it will work out. Okay? And if you see for this problem statement, that is online railway ticket reservation for railways is for this example, online ticket reservation for railways. For this example, this is one class diagram. I'm not say that draws the same way. You can draw any other diagram also, any other way. Also, you can draw it. How many classes are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 classes. What are the class names? One is clerk, second one railway system, third one payment, fourth one passenger, ticket, fifth one train. Like this, you can take any other classes. That is your justification. What are the attributes for clerk? ID. So here plus indicates, like in the Java, we have access specifiers, right? Public, private, protected. Public, private, that is public PU, protected, private, protected. So for public, the symbol is plus. For private, the symbol is minus. For protected, the symbol is hash. By default, when you're drawing the class diagram, the access specifier is public by default. If you want, you can change. So here plus ID, plus indicates the access specifier is public. So two attributes are there, ID and attribute one. And two operations are there, form details, cancellation form. So these are going to be connecting to each other. Like this, the clerk means if you consider the passenger railway system, clerk in railway system, this railway system is going to be uses this clerk. Clerk, if any changes are done, clerk is depending on railway system depends on clerk. Without clerk, there is no railway system. Without railway system, there is no job. Clerk means what? It is job. So in one railway system, many clerks are there. And the operations for railway system is response. Attributes are ID and attribute. And coming to the passenger class, like name of the passenger, address, age, gender, if you want mobile number, email ID, date of birth, whatever you can add, that's not a matter. And what are the operations for the passenger? Search train, the book train, cancel ticket, cancel ticket, pay charges, modify form, like this you can do. So this passenger and connectivity to the railway system is one or more passengers are connected to railway system. One IRCTC, if you observe IRCTC, one or more passengers can contact directly. So if any change, passengers without passenger, there is no railway system. Without railway system, passenger can't travel. Both are dependable on each other. So that's why it is a association. And passengers also have the associated with payment because once the ticket books, zero, maybe the zero passenger or one passenger makes one payment because at a time one payment can be done. One zero passenger can make a one payment, that is nothing payment, or if they want to travel, they can do it. And passenger also have linked with train. So zero or one passenger will travel in one or more trains. Maybe passenger will travel in the train, or at least minimum one passenger can travel in one or more trains. It is not mandatory always the one passenger will travel in single train. He or she can travel in many number of trains. Similarly, passenger class is associated with ticket. So one passenger can book one or more tickets. One passenger can cancel one or more tickets. This is a book, this is a class. Like this, we can make sure. And the operations, it is based on your interest. Maybe the class name is enough, or class name with the attributes you can define. Class name, attributes, and operations also you can define. For some classes, only attributes is enough. For some classes, operations is enough. For some classes, three are required: class name, attributes, operations. For some classes, only class name is required. Depends how you are going to be understanding. In the same fashion, the same diagram, for the same problem statement. See the class diagram. This is another example for the same problem statement. With the help of only few classes, with the help of only six classes, you can draw. Or not only six, you can also have, if you analyze depth one, if you analyze closely, see how many classes are there here, including the zones. Like we have so zone railways, not zone railways. One, two, three, administrator, four, waiting room, RAC, five. This is confirmed, reservation, confirmed, train, again, train consisting of generation. Here, different trains you can super fast or passenger or any other sort of. Again, this is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13 here, passenger again. Passenger has such 14, East Zone 15, like this. More than 20 plus classes or each classes have their attributes and operations they are performing and how beautifully they are connected. That's why it depends on your point of view. It depends on your view, how you are going to be making that diagrammatic representation. That is your interest, how better you are going to be drawing that. Before drawing the diagram, you need to analyze in depth. As a developer, you need to analyze. Then only you can understand this is my classes, these are my attributes, these are my operations I need to perform. How the connections will between to one to another classes. That would also be very important. If you see the same problem statement, we have five classes here, six classes: payment, ticket, passenger, ticket clerk, train, railway database. Just simply we can have a connections like this is another example. Having different connections is another point of understand, another view of the user understanding. And this is another class diagram for the same problem statement. Here, what we have classes like clerk, we have train class, passenger class, railway system, ticket counter, train management, tickets, payment, like this 4 plus 4, 8 classes out. But see such a way that how you are going to be connecting to each other, whether the diagram is valid or not, it will be tell you when the rules if you are follow. Because for this class diagram, there is an option in Visual Paradigm. We can generate the skeleton code in Java if you want, in C Sharp or in C, C++. In which language you'd like to be, you can convert that skeleton of the figure. That this diagram can be convert into a code. The total entire code in the form of skeleton, in the form of prototype code will be comes once you can convert it. That also option is also be there. And here, when you see for the same problem statement, for this same problem statement, the way the first type of user category peoples are understanding like this. The second category of peoples are understanding like this. The third category of peoples are understanding like this. And the fourth category of peoples are understanding like this. Right? So for the same problem statement. That's fine. You need to understand before you're going to understand it. Please walk through IRCTC website before you're drawing the class diagram for this problem statement. Once you visit the IRCTC website, you can know how many classes you required, how the operations are going to performing over there, what are the attributes I need to be considered over there, how the connectivity between one class to another class, how I can connect that, all such type of the questions you get answers over there for you. You can easily understand for this. Okay, so these are the different examples for a class diagram.